I mean, you call this a career? My brother's a surgeon. Rebecca's husband owns 3 dealerships. And I'm sitting here with a scuba instructor. My wife's words hang in the air like poison gas. I'm John Hayes, and I just heard my marriage end at Olivia's 34th birthday dinner. The table goes silent. Rebecca's phone is still recording for Instagram. The waiter freezes mid-step with our appetizer plates. Olivia's laughing, that high-pitched wine-drunk laugh that used to be cute 6 years ago when we first met at that marine biology conference in San Diego. Back then, she approached me at the hotel bar, gorgeous and confident, saying she loved that I was different from finance brothers. She cried when I took her night diving to see bioluminescent plankton on our first date. I want to marry someone who sees the world like you do, she whispered in the dark water, surrounded by living light. That woman is gone. This woman, the one in the $400 dress I paid for this morning, just called my life's work a joke. In front of her friends. On camera. I looked down at the bill I just signed. $850. The deposit I put down last week for this private dining room. The cake I pre-ordered that says, "To my beautiful wife," waiting in the kitchen. The roses being delivered to our table in 10 minutes. I set down my napkin. Stand up. Every eye at the table locks onto me. Happy birthday, Olivia. I walk toward the exit. My legs feel steady. Strange, considering my entire world just collapsed. Behind me, Olivia's laugh dies in her throat. I hear Rebecca whisper, "Oh my God, is he actually leaving?" Yes, I am. The valet brings my truck around. A beat-up Ford Ranger with a Save Our Oceans bumper sticker and dive equipment in the back. As I pull away, I see through the restaurant window, the waiters bringing out the cake. Olivia's face is white. I drive home alone for the first time in 6 years. Please, before I continue, kindly like, share and subscribe for more interesting videos. My phone starts buzzing before I even reach the highway. I silence it. By the time I pull into our driveway, my driveway, I paid the down payment, there are 12 missed calls. I walk into the house and it feels different already. Lighter somehow. I sleep in the center of the bed that night. The whole bed. Stretch out like a starfish. It's mine. I bought it 3 years ago when Olivia decided our old one wasn't nice enough for guests to see. Guests who never came, by the way. Morning comes. 47 missed calls now. 89 text messages. I scroll through them while drinking coffee, my coffee from my coffee maker in my kitchen. Olivia, where are you? Olivia, this isn't funny. Olivia, my mother wants to talk to you. Her mom, you embarrassed our daughter in public. What kind of man are you? Her brother Derek, the surgeon she's so proud of. Real men don't walk away from their wives. Call me. I delete them all. Pour another cup. Head to work. My community college classroom fills up at 9 a.m. Marine Biology 101. 23 students, most of them working 2 jobs to afford even community college tuition. I know because I was them once. My mother Elena cleaned offices at night and worked retail during the day to get me through school. She died my sophomore year at 47. Worked herself to death. Left me $23,000 she'd saved in secret and a note. For your education. Make me proud. A student named Ashley raises her hand. Professor Hayes, you okay? You seem different today. I smile. Actually smile. Never better, Ashley. Now, who can tell me why octopi have 3 hearts? That afternoon I teach a scuba certification class at the marina. 8 students, including Marcus, a 19-year-old kid working his way through college. After class he lingers. Dr. Hayes, real talk, you good? Something's different. I'm rinsing equipment, organizing tanks. Marcus, you ever pay for someone's whole life and have them call you worthless? He doesn't answer. Doesn't need to. That night, I'm going through papers in my home office when I find it. Olivia's credit card statement from last month. $6,347. I stare at it. Start pulling more records. Our joint account statements. Mortgage papers. Receipts. My hands are shaking, but not from anger. From clarity. I open a new Excel spreadsheet and start entering data. Every shared expense for the last 3 years. Every bill, every payment, every dollar. I'm a scientist. I deal in data. And I'm about to see exactly what our marriage looked like in numbers. 2 hours later, I sit back and stare at the screen. The numbers don't lie. They never do. The spreadsheet glows in the dark office. 3 years of financial data laid out like a dissection. House down payment. I paid $45,000, Olivia paid $3,000. Mortgage payments. I covered 87%. Her car. Every single payment was mine. Groceries, utilities, insurance, all me. Her spending? $23,000 on work clothes in 3 years. Brunch reservations for $800. Spa days. Designer bags she used twice. That girl's trip to Napa that cost $4,000. I remember asking her once, maybe year 3, "Can you cover the electric bill this month? I just paid your car insurance and the mortgage." Her response, "Why are you being cheap? You make money." I stopped asking after that. Marcus shows up the next morning to drop off scuba gear. He sees me at the kitchen table, surrounded by papers, looking like I haven't slept. "I haven't. Dr. Hayes, man, you look rough." I hand him the spreadsheet. Watch his eyes scan the numbers. Watch his jaw drop. "She spent $23,000 on clothes? While you paid for everything else." "Everything," I say. 92% of our shared life. She spent 100% of her income on herself. Marcus sets down the papers carefully like they might explode. "What are you gonna do?" Before I can answer, headlights sweep across the front window. I recognize the car. Derek's BMW. And behind it, Olivia's mother's Mercedes. "I'm about to find out," I say. Through the window, I watch Derek get out, straighten his expensive suit. Their mother follows, already looking furious. They're coming to the door. I think about my mother working 3 jobs. About the reef restoration project I led last year that nobody in Olivia's family came to see. About the student who got into UCLA because I spent extra hours tutoring him for free. I open the door before they can knock. Olivia's voice cracks immediately. "I didn't mean it like that. You know how I get with wine. I say stupid things." "How much wine did you have before you told your friends I wasn't a real man?" She freezes. "I never said that. You said I teach fish facts to community college dropouts and babysit tourists." On camera. Rebecca was recording. Her mother interrupts. "Olivia's under a lot of pressure at work. You know how competitive pharmaceutical sales is." I almost laugh. "Is that why she spent $6,000 last month on personal expenses while I paid the mortgage, her car payment, and every utility bill?" Derek steps forward. "You're really going to throw finances in her face? That's low, John." "What's low is working 3 jobs like my mother did, dying at 47 from exhaustion so I could have an education, then being told by my wife that education made me worthless." Olivia's crying now. Real tears. "I don't think you're worthless. I was just frustrated. All my friends' husbands make more money and I feel like you're losing a competition I never agreed to enter." Silence. Even Derek doesn't have a comeback. "I want to come home," Olivia whispers. "We can go to counseling. I'll change." I think about the bed I slept in last night. The center of it. The peace. I think about my classroom this morning, Ashley asking if I was okay. The way I felt lighter. "No. John, please. I'm filing for divorce, Olivia. You can have your family help you get your things next week. I'll have documentation ready." Her mother gasps. "Documentation? Receipts. For everything in that house. So we're clear on what belongs to whom." I walk back inside. Lock the door. Through the window, I watch Olivia collapse against her brother. Her mother's talking rapidly, gesturing. None of them move for 5 minutes. Then they leave. My phone buzzes. A text from Marcus. "Dr. Hayes? You need to see this." A TikTok link. I click it. My stomach drops. The video starts mid-dinner. Rebecca's phone caught everything. Olivia's voice crystal clear. "I mean, you call this a career?" The camera shakes as I stand up. My face is eerily calm. "Happy birthday, Olivia." The video ends as I walk out of frame. The caption, "Woman roasts her husband's career at her own birthday dinner. Then he does this skull." 2.3 million views. Posted 6 hours ago. The comments are brutal. "My man paid for everything and bounced. King behavior." She's about to learn what community college teacher money was actually covering. The way he said, "Happy birthday," with zero emotion. Cold. I scroll further. Olivia's in the comments defending herself. "It was a joke. Y'all don't know our relationship. He's being dramatic." Someone replied, "We know he paid for your birthday and you disrespected him publicly. That's enough, sis." Another comment has 15,000 likes. "Imagine calling your husband broke when he's literally a doctor of marine biology. Google his name. Man's published, awarded, and running a nonprofit." But sure, January. I do something I haven't done in years. I Google myself. Dr. John Hayes, PhD marine biology. Published researcher on coral reef restoration. Youngest recipient of the Coastal Conservation Award. Founder of Urban Youth Diving Initiative, a non-profit teaching inner-city kids to scuba dive for free. Last year, one of my students, a former gang member named Deshaun, got a full ride to UCLA's marine biology program because of my recommendation and training. My teaching salary, $68,000. Scuba contracts with hotels and tourist companies, $90,000. Marine construction consulting, $40,000. Total, $198,000 last year. Olivia made $72,000. But I was the broke one. My phone rings. Unknown number. I answer. Is this Dr. John Hayes? Speaking. This is Dean Morrison from the college. John, I don't know what happened this weekend, but your enrollment for next semester just tripled. Apparently you're trending on TikTok. I close my eyes. Yeah. Apparently. The viral video changes everything. My phone rings constantly now. A luxury eco-resort in the Florida Keys. Dr. Hayes, we saw your video. We're impressed by your conservation work. We need a marine biology director for our ecotourism program. $120,000 base salary, plus housing and research budget. A documentary production company from California. We're producing a series on ocean conservation heroes. We want you to host. Your story about choosing purpose over profit is exactly what we need. My scuba certification classes fill up instantly. Waiting list of 60 people. Marcus shows me the Instagram requests. Dr. Hayes, there are influencers asking for private dive lessons. They're offering $500 an hour. I'm repainting the living room. Navy blue. Olivia hated navy blue. Said it was too dark and depressing. I love it. It reminds me of deep water. Tell them 600, I say, rolling another wall. And they have to pass the full safety certification first. No shortcuts. Marcus grins. You're really doing this, huh? The whole fresh start thing. I step back looking at the wall. You know what I realized, Marcus? For 6 years, I lived in a house decorated for someone else's Instagram. Ate at restaurants I didn't like because they were trendy. Watched shows that bored me. Went to parties where people asked what I did, then lost interest immediately. And now I'm painting my walls navy blue and buying a 300-gallon aquarium for the living room. His eyes widen. 300 gallons? I'm a marine biologist living in a house with no fish. That's insane. The aquarium arrives 2 days later. Installation takes 6 hours. When it's finished, lit up with coral and tropical fish, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in this house. I take a photo. Almost post it to social media. Then stop. This isn't for anyone else. This is for me. Week 4 after the dinner. New number calling. John, it's me. I got a new phone. Can we talk? No, Olivia. I hang up. Block the number. 3 days later, text from her mother's phone. I'm staying at my parents'. I can't afford my own place right now. Can we talk about splitting assets? I don't respond. A week passes. Another text. John, I know you're mad, but we built a life together. We can work this out. Delete. 3 more days. Her tone shifts. I need help with my car payment. Just this once. I'm struggling. I stare at that message for a full minute. Remember the spreadsheet. 3 years of car payments. Every single one from my account. My response, check the records. I paid it for 3 years. You can handle 1 month. 5 minutes later, you're being cruel. No, I'm being fair. Another week. Different approach. My credit card got declined at the grocery store. Can you transfer me some money? I'll pay you back. No. You're really going to do this? After everything we had. I type and delete 5 different responses. Finally settle on, after everything? Yes. She calls. I don't answer. She calls again. Again. 17 times in 1 hour. I block her mother's number too. That night, her brother Derek shows up at my door. I watch through the window as he knocks, waits, knocks again. I don't answer. He knows I'm home, my truck's in the driveway, lights are on. He finally leaves. Sends a text from his own phone, "You've changed." The John the first knew would never be this cruel to someone he loved. I read it twice. Type back, "The John you knew didn't love himself enough to leave." Send. Block. Marcus asks me the next day if I'm okay. You seem lighter, Dr. Hayes. But also, harder. Not harder, I say. Clearer. 6 weeks after the birthday dinner, I'm at Whole Foods buying groceries for one. Learning what I actually like to eat, not what Olivia's Pinterest meal prep board said was trendy. I'm in the produce section, debating between regular tomatoes and heirloom when I see her. Olivia. Wine aisle. looking completely different. No makeup. Hair in a messy bun. Wearing regular jeans and a t-shirt I've never seen. She looks tired. Human. More like the girl I met in San Diego than the woman who left with a U-Haul of designer purses. She sees me. Freezes. Cart half full of budget groceries, generic brands, sale items. John. Olivia. We stand there. Other shoppers navigate around us. Somewhere a child is crying. The store's playing acoustic covers of 80s songs. You look good, she says quietly. Different, but good. Thanks. I saw the documentary announcement. National Geographic, right? That's amazing. Really? Yeah. Filming starts next month in the Keys. Silence. She's gripping her shopping cart like it's keeping her upright. I'm sorry, she finally says. For what I said at dinner. For a lot of things. I think I forgot who you were. Who we were. I nod slowly. I think you forgot who you were. Her eyes fill with tears. I'm in therapy now. Working on myself. Understanding why I needed everyone's approval more than your respect. That's good, Olivia. Really? Can we try again? I'll change. I'll be better. Oh. Olivia. I keep my voice gentle. I don't want you to change. I just don't want this anymore. What if I prove it? What if I show you I'm different? I look at her cart. Store-brand pasta. Canned soup. The life she can actually afford. Then at my cart. Fresh fish. Vegetables. The ingredients for the Thai curry I'm teaching myself to make. I hope you find what you're looking for, I say. I really do. But it's not going to be with me. I walk away. She doesn't follow. Doesn't call my name. Just stands there holding a bottle of $7 wine she probably can't really afford. At checkout, my hands are steady. That night I can't sleep. Keep thinking about Olivia and Whole Foods. The therapy comment. The apology. Part of me wonders if I'm being too harsh. Then I remember. 6 months before the birthday dinner. My award ceremony for the Coastal Conservation Award. Biggest professional achievement of my career. I called Olivia 3 times that morning, excited, asking if she'd remembered to request time off work. Oh babe, I have a work event tonight. I can't get out of it. You understand, right? I went alone. Accepted the award alone. Gave my speech to a room full of colleagues while my wife was at a cocktail party for her pharmaceutical company, posting Instagram stories with captions like, Boss Babe Energy. 3 months before the dinner. Deshaun, my student, the former gang member I'd been mentoring for 2 years, got his UCLA acceptance letter. Full ride. Marine biology program. He called me crying. I called Olivia crying. Her response, distracted, that's great, babe. Really proud of you. Hey, can you Venmo me $200? Brunch with the girls ran over and my cards maxed. 1 month before the dinner. My mentor, Dr. Chin, the man who convinced me to pursue my PhD, who was like a father to me after my mother died, he had a heart attack. Died instantly at 63. I was devastated. Came home shaking, crying. Olivia was getting ready for dinner. I'm so sorry, babe, she said, checking her makeup. But my friends are coming in 20 minutes and I really don't want to be all depressing tonight. Can we talk about this tomorrow? We never talked about it tomorrow. The birthday dinner wasn't the first time. It was just the public version of what had been happening privately for years. Every achievement ignored. Every pain minimized. Every moment that mattered to me treated as an inconvenience to her image. I didn't leave because of one comment. I left because I finally realized she didn't love me. She loved what I could provide while she built her personal brand. I sleep peacefully after that. The clearest sleep in months. Month 3. The documentary crew arrives at my house. They lose their minds over the aquarium. Dr. Hayes, this is perfect, the director says. Exactly the visual we need. A man who literally brings the ocean home. They set up cameras. Interview me in front of the glowing tank. Clownfish dart between coral. A blue tang hovers near the glass. So, John, the director asks, what would you say to people who measure success purely by salary? I think carefully. I'd say my students measure it differently. Deshaun, the kid who's now studying marine biology at UCLA, he measures success by opportunity. The reef we restored off the coast of Florida, nature measures it by survival. My mother, who worked 3 jobs so I could go to college, she measured it by impact. My voice catches slightly. Success isn't what you earn. It's what you build. And I've built a life I'm proud of. Behind the camera, the director's eyes are wet. That's perfect. Can we get that again for a second angle? We do 5 more takes. Each one I'm in it more. After they leave, I check my email. The luxury resort in the Keys. Dr. Hayes, we'd like to formally offer you the position. Marine Biology Director, Ecotourism Program. Start date flexible. Please review the attached contract. I open it. Scan the terms. Housing included, a beach bungalow. Research budget, $50,000 annually. Teaching opportunities. Conservation projects. I think about this house. The navy blue walls. The aquarium. The bed I sleep in sideways. Then I think about waking up to ocean views. Teaching tourists about reef conservation. Actually living at the beach instead of just visiting on weekends. Marcus stops by an hour later. I hired him as my research assistant for the resort job. Dr. Hayes, you seeing this? He shows me his phone. The documentary has a release date. Announcement trailer just dropped. The trailer shows me diving, teaching, talking about my mother. Title card, The Teacher Who Chose Purpose Over Profit. Comments are already flooding in. This is the guy from the birthday dinner video. His story is insane. From viral TikTok to Netflix documentary. Character development. I close the laptop. Look at Marcus. You ready to move to the Keys? He grins. Been ready, Dr. Hayes. Month 6. I'm 30 feet underwater off the coast of Key Largo, leading a group of students through a coral restoration dive. This is my 4th group this month. Urban youth from Miami, Tampa, Orlando, kids who've never seen the ocean except on screens. Jasmine, 16 years old, from Liberty City, Miami, carefully plants her first coral fragment. Her hands shake slightly in her gloves. She's been in my program for 2 months. Failed out of regular high school. Mother works 2 jobs. Father's in prison. Last week she told me, I never thought I'd be smart enough for science. I showed her the research papers she'd been helping me compile. Told her she was already doing marine biology. Now, 30 feet down, she plants that coral like she's planting her future. We surface together. She rips off her mask and she's crying. Dr. Hayes, her voice breaks. I want to do this. For the rest of my life. Because of you. I can barely speak. Then do it. Don't let anyone tell you it's not a real career. Back on the boat, my phone has service again. Notifications explode. The documentary premiered last night on Netflix. #1 trending in the United States. I don't watch it. I already lived it. That evening, alone in my bungalow, I sit on the porch watching sunset over the ocean. The water turns gold, then pink, then deep purple. Bioluminescent plankton will bloom soon in the shallows. I might take the night dive group out to see them. I think about Olivia. About the birthday dinner. About 6 years of trying to be enough for someone who wanted me to be different. And I realize I don't feel anger anymore. Or regret. Or even sadness. Just peace. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. Text message, it's Olivia. I saw the documentary. I'm proud of you. You were right about everything. I hope you're happy. I read it twice. Start to respond. Stop. Delete the message. Block the number. Not out of anger. Out of closure. The sun disappears below the horizon. Night falls. The ocean sounds like breathing. Tomorrow I have 3 dive groups, 2 research meetings, and a presentation to local high schoolers about marine biology careers. I've never been more excited about tomorrow in my life. My wife asked if I called this a career. Yeah, I do. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. The ocean doesn't care about job titles or salaries or who has the bigger house. It just asks, what did you protect? What did you teach? What difference did you make? I've spent 6 months answering those questions. And the answers feel like freedom.